What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. It's Friday. Happy Friday. How are you? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Crystal Luster. If you're catching the replay, this is a part of my 40-day challenge of streaming every day on YouTube. So come in, get comfortable. We're going to chat. I'm going to wait for a few people to show up, and then I'm going to chat about some things I got going on, some exciting news, and I might do an unboxing. We'll see how I feel. But come and vibe. I hope that you're having a great day. It's been a great week. I know I got like a lot of glitter on my face. You can also see. I got like, I don't know what's going on here. Hey, what's going on? How are you? I'm like looking at my face. All right, I'm gonna explain this in a minute why my face looks like this. It's okay though. It's okay. Everything's fine, as I usually say. Everything's fine. It's all fine. I kind of look a little Christmassy with like this red and this green, but the green is just left over from my green outfit. And so, but anyway, it's Friday. I finally know what day it is. And I'm very glad that it's Friday, even though y'all know weekend doesn't really mean like weekend to me because like I can work anytime, but I'm gonna try. Well, I gotta work tomorrow morning. I have 2 auditions. Woo. So I'm gonna get those done. I got some filming I need to do to get some content up for y'all because I was supposed to have it done today. Did not happen. But I will get it done tomorrow, so it'll be up, which I promised. And what else? I will have some other cool things happening. I have some updates for some other fun things that are happening this weekend that I'm excited about. And yeah, I think that's about it. I keep feeling like I'm missing something though. Like, don't y'all hate when y'all like, I don't know, y'all might be young, but I feel like I hate when I know that there's something I'm supposed to be doing, but I just can't think of what that something is, you know? Oh, thank you, Zach Calvin. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so very much for the support. More funny videos to come. I was just strategizing with a couple new people I'm gonna invite to like co-create with me, and we're gonna have some good stuff. Hi, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Happy Friday. How y'all feeling? What's going on? What y'all doing? It's late. It's cold. It's cooler here too, but not as cold as like the Midwest and even the South. I've been hearing that y'all been buying up all the toilet paper again. We back in like COVID days. No music? There's music. You can't hear the music? It's just low. Oh, you meant me singing. No. I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain why I'm not starting the live with me singing. The guitar is there, but I'm going to explain. What's the weather? What's the weather where you are? My mom called me earlier and said that it feels like 30 below and they haven't been outside all day. And I'm like, yeah, don't go outside because they're too old to be going outside dealing with this cold. I survived the polar vortex, so like I'm not really moved by it. It'd be cold, but like yeah, okay. Like the like the people here is crazy. -5 feels like -26. Ouch. Make sure y'all putting on lotion. Okay, you know what's funny that you say that. I just saw this video. I'm probably gonna react to it, but I just saw this video of these melanin challenged people jumping into the lake. They were in the Midwest and they were jumping into the lake. And this one lady, she had on gloves. She had on gloves and she had on a scully. And she like, the guy in front of her didn't have anything on but some shorts. And he jumped into the water, you know, just went in and he just like swimming or whatever. And she got on the steps and like stepped down into the water with her gloves. And then she was under the water with her gloves and her head was out of the water and she had on a hat. And in my mind, I was like, now why would you give something for the cold to attach to? You got these gloves on, you got in this water, and now there's something that the cold air can attach to retain the water, and now you just wearing icicles. Also, what were the gloves gonna do for you under the water? I have many questions, very many questions. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time I saw the Polar Bear Challenge, I was 12 years old and I went to my first sleepaway camp. My friend Raven invited me. I was one of 3 Black people on the grounds. It was snow everywhere. It was a great time. First time on skis, first time snowboarding, first time doing winter sports, first time having a all you can eat salad bar, sleepaway camp, all the things. You know what I'm saying? I had a great time. I had hot cocoa. I had my first crush. Okay, who we're kidding? I definitely had crushes way before that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, thanks, Julian. In my mind, I was just like, okay, this is very new. And then those people started running. And you know, when black people see a group of people just take off running, I'm not asking no questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna either get out of the way or I'm running too. I'm not gonna ask why and who and whatever. But they were running toward the water, so I wasn't running after them. I wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And they just ran and jumped right into the water. I love you too. Thank you. Yeah, they ran right into the water. And my thing was like, why would you do that? The one guy got out of the water and had an icicle skirt around his waist. That's how cold it was. Now, this was back in 2002. So y'all outside with what feels like minus 30-degree weather and just jumping into the lake with a hat on. How does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna have to ask some of my non-melanated friends because I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm inside of my house and I got on a whole little jacket, a fleece, because I'm cold. I'm cold. And it's not even cold in here, but I'm just the thought of it. It's a chilling thought. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. I don't want to call it crazy. It's different. It's differently different. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice. It is a choice, not a choice I would make, but it's a choice. And you are entitled to your choices if y'all like to do that. Right. Unless if my clothes were on fire, then yes, sure, I would do the polar bear challenge. But even then I would have some pause. It wouldn't be much pause. It would be like a half okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be that much of a pause. But y'all just willingly jumping into water. Just willingly saying, oh, I know. I'ma just have hypothermia. Ooh, I know what we should do. Let's jump into the lake. Let's be wet and cold at the same time. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hello. Hi. It is Friday, y'all. I know that I owe y'all a round 3 recap. This week has been nuts, but I am going to get it done tomorrow along with 2 auditions. Pew, pew, pew. Very excited. Why couldn't I do it today? I will tell you because the producers told me that I can say what I did. I just can't give any details of what happened. But today I was on, what show was I on? Can anybody guess? Hi. Hey, what's up, Naisha? Can anybody guess what show I was on today? See in the comments if anybody can guess what show I was on today, what I was filming for. I don't have on the outfit, so probably not. No, I'm currently in LA, so not filming The Chi. I'll give you a hint. It's daytime television. Daytime television. I had a good time. I had a lot of fun. I wish it was Family Feud. No, it was not Family Feud. I do wish it was Family Feud. Close though. Different bald guy. I just kind of gave it away. Very fun, very fun. I had a good time. I wish the Today Show, listen, from your lips to God's ears, you speaking all of the shows I want to be on. I want to be on Family Feud. I want to be on the Today Show for sure. I think the Today Show is in New York though. To the Ranch, no idea what that is. But are we talking about ranch dressing? Jeopardy, I wish. No, but I will be doing some more work with Kev on stage very soon. We had a conversation the other day and I am booked for March. So looking, you really don't know. All right, should I just tell y'all? Do y'all give up? No more guesses? I don't know what To the Ranch is. Is that a show or is that like a flavor? Because I will use some ranch. Although I hate to admit this, but I actually like blue cheese. I hate to admit that. It just the idea of blue cheese just sounds disgusting, but I think it tastes better with hot wings. I'm sorry. Okay, that's actually a really good guess, Calvin. Whose line is it anyway? I wish, because I love Whose Line Is It Anyway. But Wayne Brady is the host of this show that I was on today. Dr. Phillip is crazy. I was on Let's Make a Deal. Close. That's close enough. I was on Let's Make a Deal. And so I was dressed outside looking crazy. Okay, I was outside looking absolutely ridiculous. But you know, I was outside. It was a fun thing to do for the day. Unfortunately, I did not get to play, but I still had a really great time and I won something towards the end. So definitely be on the lookout. That video will come out. I mean, that episode will air in June. So I'll be sure to let y'all know. This was me and my friend Shaka. Okay, y'all see? Yeah, this was me and my friend Shaka. You probably cannot guess what my costume was. And I will explain it once the show airs and why it's important. Because I can't give it away. What's up, Al? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Jelly bite. I like that. I like jelly. Thought that was Flavor Flav is crazy. A flower? No, y'all are never gonna guess. Even he couldn't guess. He was like, you in the green. I was just like, it was a whole thing. I tried. We'll discuss it when it comes out. It comes out in June, so we got some time. They're about 6 months. But really, really great episode. Really excited about that. So that's how I spent my day. Now, I also said that I was gonna explain why my face looks like this, all discolored, because Crystal was a crybaby today. I was a crybaby today. I cried all day. Not all day. I cried the whole evening. I cried all the way home. Just because, you know, life sometimes just be making you frustrated. And I know we going through this book. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Shiny? I know we're going through this book, and I've been telling y'all just about like the whole reason why I decided to do this sugar fast was because I was so frustrated with life last year, and I just was eating my feelings. And like today was one of them days where I'm like, man, I could go for a brownie, a piece of cake, or something. But instead, I just cried and prayed. I just prayed and cried and cried and prayed and prayed and cried. And so that's just honest. So I'm not gonna be too long because did I eat today? I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich around 10:30. That was about 10 hours ago. So I need some food and all the things. But yeah, I just thank y'all for y'all patience. So I have that. And that's another reason why I did not do the boyfriend application round 3 video today, because I'm like, I'm not going to have the charisma if, you know, I got tear stained cheeks. I still need to go and move my body some. Oh, and that's why I didn't start the live with singing today, because I was screaming at Wayne Brady all afternoon. So like my throat is sore, all the things. I'm just, yeah, it's a no. It's a no. Oh, I'm so glad you caught the live. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, thank you. Listen, I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Y'all make me feel good, because I was a little concerned. I'm like, I probably look like a raccoon because I done cried off all my makeup, and it just looked like I got a little discoloration, but it's just tear streaks going down my foundation. So don't mind me. Don't mind me. Anyway, so I'm gonna get into the devotion of the day. If you're new here, I had a mix. It was a mixed bag today, but it's okay because I'm back up, and we making it through. So if you're new to the live stream, my name is Crystal Luster. I do a lot of different content, mostly comedy, mental health, and wellness, and a little bit of lifestyle. I'm an actor, I'm a singer, I'm a writer, I do all the things. And so I decided to do a sugar fast, and if you're interested in the book, it is tagged to the live. Oh, thank you. And but yeah, I decided to share. I felt like God was telling me to share the devotional. So whether you believe in God or not, you are welcome here. I just ask for everyone to be respectful. If you like, be kind. If you can't be kind, be quiet. That's all I ask. And I'm just sharing what I get out of these. So we're on day 19, halfway through the 40-day sugar fast. Do I miss sugar? Nah, not really. I'm making do without it. Like, it's not something I think about, to be honest with you. So I think that's a good sign. I'm not, well, let me back up, because y'all know I love chocolate cake. I do. Remember that time that I had a whole chocolate cake in my microwave that I had showed y'all? I know some of y'all was judging me. I judged me a little bit. It's fine. But I'm doing okay without it. I am running to the source instead of running to sugar, and we love that. The title for today that Wendy has chosen is called Have a Sober Mind. And the scripture comes from 1 Peter 5:8. It says, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Over the years, I have asked people if they struggle with food addiction. I always receive a resounding yes. I get a similar response when I ask if they are addicted to social media or to shopping or to streaming shows and movies. When I suggest that they give these up during our 40-day fast, I get a hallelujah chorus of amens. However, anytime I suggest that they consider giving up alcohol, people get quiet, real quiet. And those who don't get quiet get loud, real loud. Defensively, they exclaim, I am not under the law, but under grace. There's nothing wrong with having a drink. They're referencing Romans 6:14. For sin shall no longer be your master because you are not under the law, but under grace. But if we can't give something up for 40 days, sin may still be our master. Nobody ever tells me that this sugar fast feels legalistic, but as soon as I suggest we lay down our drinks for 40 days, people accuse me of legalism. Why? Though I agree that we are under grace to drink, why is it that we are so quick to protect our freedom to do so? What is it about alcohol that makes us protest at the thought of giving it up for 40 days or 21 days if today's the day you choose to add it to the list of things you've already surrendered? In yesterday's reading, I mentioned that the quickest way to recognize an idol in your life is to notice your response when it is taken away. If it trips you up, you've likely stumbled upon a stumbling block. If you are convinced that you cannot forego alcohol for a few weeks, then I'm convinced that there's nothing you need to do more. Matthew 19:26 make it clear that this is impossible on your own, but with God, all things are possible. Laying down your nightly bottle of beer, glass of wine, or bourbon on the rocks may not seem possible, but with God's help, it is. This isn't about the law, friends. This continues to be a story of God's grace in our lives. This isn't a rule holding us back from fun in an attempt to be super spiritual. God gives us permission to eat and drink, but he also calls us to be on alert and to be sober-minded. We have an enemy who loves when we are tangled up in anything that distracts us and dulls our senses. Be alert and of sober mind, God charges us. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. It's impossible to have a sober mind when you aren't sober. Alcohol, like food and sex, and getting lost online for hours can numb our pain and dull our senses. However, more than other addictions we've considered, alcohol dulls our senses most of all. God wants us to be sober because he loves us. He wants us sober as a precautionary measure because he knows we have an enemy who is prowling around hoping to find us distracted and, even better, a little inebriated too. Even if we put all the spiritual stuff aside for just a moment, you probably shouldn't be drinking alcohol if you want to get full benefit of this 40-day fast, since the sugar content is incredibly high in nearly all alcoholic beverages. Consider these facts about alcohol. The calories in alcohol are empty, meaning they provide no nutritional value. Alcohol throws off your blood sugar, interfering with your body's natural ability to regulate glucose. Nightly drinks disrupt other regulating hormones like insulin and glucagon. Okay. Even a little beer or wine can throw off the delicate balance of bacteria in your belly. There's plenty of science available to back up why it's good to fast from alcohol, whether for a season or forever, but you are still under grace to enjoy a drink if you want to. My question is, why do you want to? Or better yet, do you want a drink or do you need a drink? If you need a drink, if you need anything other than Christ to get you through each long, hard day, then I urge you to lay it down. As you abstain, you will learn that he sustains. Nothing heightens our physical and spiritual alertness like fasting. Conversely, nothing tampers with our physical and spiritual alertness quite like alcohol. At least that is the case for me. When I fast and pray, my ears are open to hear, my eyes are open to see, and my spirit is open to discern the things of God. As I'm as sober as I can be. God is calling you to take a sobering look at your soul's sobriety today. Are you alert? Take an honest inventory of all the ways you self-medicate and self-soothe. Don't hold anything back by clinging to your freedom in Christ as an excuse to keep going as you please. If the mere thought of giving up your wine causes you to whine, you might have found an idol in your life. And then the prayer of the day, Heavenly Father, you are all about freedom and flavor and fun. You are not a killjoy standing over me with a rule book waiting for me to fail. I already have time and time again. But you paid for those sins already. May my forgiven life today testify to the fact that I am truly free. And if I am free, then I am free to set down any and all addictions on the altar of this fast. Thank you, Jesus. In your name, amen. So let's talk about liquor. No, in real life, my takeaway from that, because me personally, I don't have an alcohol problem. I don't feel like I need liquor to feel better. It's like I said in the movie that I told y'all that I saw, I think it's probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. How does she know? I think is what it's called. I think it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen a more slow, boring, dull film ever. Hold on, let me see. How does she know? Movie. Is this the one? No, How Do You Know? How Do You Know? Quite possibly the most dull film I've ever seen. It's got Reese Witherspoon, Owen Wilson, Paul Rudd, and Jack Nicholson. The crazy thing is, I love all of them. I think they're all fantastic actors. I think they're all funny. They're all talented. Worst script ever. The writers did a huge injustice. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that soapbox. My one takeaway from that terrible film, somebody was like, oh, let's go have a drink. And she was like, I don't want to drink to feel better. I only drink to feel even better. And I took that away and I was just like, I think I want to apply that to anything in my life. That's a good gauge for me. Anytime I feel like I need something to feel better, I check with myself and I'm like, am I depending on this thing? Does my mental health hinge on whatever this thing is? Because the truth be told, anything in life that is abused can become an addiction. So maybe for you it's not liquor. Maybe for you it's cigarettes. Maybe for you it's weed. Maybe for you it's cookies and cake. Maybe it's Netflix or social media or whatever it is that you're running to avoid the real issues, to seek comfort. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having things that give us comfort. I like comfort food just as much as the next person. I love me a good bowl of cornbread and chili. I love me a good pot pie. I love me a good brownie sundae. You know what I'm saying? Non-dairy ice cream, of course. Otherwise, I'm gonna blow up the spot. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's about, if I have that thing and I'm depending on that thing to change my circumstances, then I'm probably putting too much emphasis and pressure on that thing to do too much for me, if that makes sense. And so I think the devotion for today, being of sober mind, is more so calling a light to what it is that we lean into that takes us outside of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When people are inebriated, when they are under the influence of anything, it's not so much a mental escape where you can give your brain a break, because I highly believe in brain breaks. I do them all the time. I will watch shows, comfort shows, and stuff like that. But if I've spent 5 days under the blanket watching comfort shows and I'm not dealing with the issues, as soon as I turn the TV off, the issues are still there. So at some point, if the only way you can function is if you have that thing happening, if you're consuming that thing, and the minute that it's gone, you no longer feel any better, you don't have any peace, maybe you feel worse, it doesn't help you. And if it impairs your ability to make good decisions, that's another thing to consider, right? And this is really more so about motives and portions, because I think we start stepping into the danger zone when we're dealing with life, because that's all it is. It's life circumstances. At some point in life, we will struggle. That's just the human experience. And so if we're in the human experience and we have struggle, even the Bible talks about having a drink. Even the Bible talks about having comfort. There's nothing wrong with comfort. The problem lies in our motives. If the thought process is, if I just have this drink, then my problems will go away, that's just untrue. It's just a lie. It's not true. If I just have this drink, then I won't be sad anymore. Temporarily, you might feel better because there's a different version of you that's coming out. But when you sober up, you might still feel sad. And so it's just like being honest with yourself. It's not about condemning yourself. It's not about condemning other people. It's about honesty, having an honest conversation with yourself and saying, okay, if I do this thing, and once I'm done with doing this thing, because some people, their addiction is men or women, it's people, right? If I'm just around this person, I'll feel better. But when that person has to go home, then what? So it's like having an honest conversation with myself. What do I actually need in this moment? Do I need a drink, or do I need comfort? Because I can get comfort elsewhere and not lose my ability to make decisions, right? So what is my motive? And then what am I expecting from this thing that I'm trying to get comfort from? What am I expecting from it? Is it comfort, or am I expecting a solution or an escape? Because comfort, a hug can be comforting. Somebody holding you can be comforting. Somebody giving you $20 can be comforting. But does it solve my problem right now? No, but I appreciate it. I feel thought about, and that's nice, right? But am I just like constantly looking for, I just need to hold $20. And I'm out here looking like a fiend, like scratching and all that kind of stuff. That's not going to help my situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody wants to drop like, I don't know, 40 bands at the door, then we could talk. That would solve a lot of problems for me. But that's not what we're talking about. Right now, we're talking about our motives of finding comfort in things that end up becoming addictions. And I think what I've appreciated about this fast is that, again, it has forced me to retrain my brain to go to God even with little things. I think a thing that I was chewing on today, and I've been really unpacking this week, like really intentionally unpacking the way that I grew up. I growing up in a family business, there's this unspoken expectation that you will take on a family business and carry it out and take over and, be the next boss, be the next leader. But like, I never wanted to be in the family business because I was always artistic. I loved creativity. I loved singing. I loved dancing. I loved writing. I loved putting on a show. I've been doing that since I was a little kid. And it just never made sense for me to do the family business because I just wasn't into it. But I did. I did it for 10 years after I graduated college. I did it for 10 years. And the moment that I got the opportunity to walk away from it, I felt this immense pressure to prove that it was the right choice, right? But the thing is, I think where I've really struggled with my faith walk in this new chapter, this new journey that I'm on post corporate America, post regular 9-to-5 day job, is that I've been struggling on the inside thinking that it's all on me. I have to figure it all out. I have to make it happen. I got to prove to everybody else that it wasn't a pipe dream, that I can make it, that I can do it. And there are days where I feel like I am failing miserably at that. There are days like today where I just felt like clueless, like, what am I doing, God? This is not where I saw my life at 35, in a new city by myself, single, no kids, trying to figure life out, not having really a clue. It's not like I'm just out here I'm not living the life that I thought I would live, right? And it's frustrating and it can make me feel like I gotta scramble. So all week I've been scrambling, trying to figure out, well, what if I try this and what if I try that? And I should do that and I should do, and I'm doing all of these things, trying to patch the hole in my boat, right? Because I feel like there's a hole in my boat. I feel like I'm sinking. And I'm trying to patch the hole in the boat while I'm in the boat. But the thing is, if you have a relationship with God, and if you're choosing not to fill this hole with all these extra things, it could be as simple as, hey, God, it feels like I'm drowning. Can you help me? Cool. You said that you want to help me. You said all I got to do is ask you to help me. So I asked. I'm expecting that you're going to answer. I'm going to just chill and wait for God. It's like if you have car trouble and you call AAA. Calling AAA, you may get help within 20 minutes. You may get help within a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? You know that help is coming because you have subscribed to this service and they are contractually obligated to show up, right? I have subscribed to my relationship with God. And it says that if I have this relationship with him, even those who don't have a relationship with him, he's still looking out for you, right? But because I've invited him into my life, now I have this relationship with him and I can hit him up like, hey, Dad, I'm in trouble. Can you come help me out? And he's going to be like, of course, you're my daughter. Why would I not help you? Absolutely. So now I'm just sitting and waiting for the help that he's arranged to come and help me. The problem, or I won't even say the problem, the frustration is that when you're sitting there waiting for AAA on the side of the road, maybe your car battery died. So now you're sitting in the cold. You're uncomfortable because it's getting dark outside. You're hungry. You ate all your car snacks because you thought you were going to have the whole day and you would be home by now. But now you're out of car snacks. All of a sudden you start hearing noises and you start freaking out and you start thinking, well, maybe I can push the car. Knowing doggone well, your muscle about this big. I'm talking about myself. And, knowing doggone well, you're not about to push a car. Knowing doggone well, you don't know nothing about pushing a car. Okay, because if I get stranded somewhere, who am I? I'm calling the cops. I don't know. Who do I call? Do I have AAA? I think I have AAA. I got Geico. I saved 15% when I switched up. I'm just kidding. But like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to know what to do. That's not my strength. Now, if I want to make somebody laugh, yes, I could do that. I could do that. You want me to change a tire? Huh? I barely know how to pump gas. All right. I do actually know how to pump gas. But like, that's about it. Turn the car on, turn the car off. I can parallel park. That's about it. That's the extent of my knowledge when it comes to a car. And that's all I want to know. And when it's broke, I take it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I'm sitting here trying to figure out, well, maybe if I push the car, or maybe if I turn this, or if I open the hood, and I don't know what's going on under there. I don't know what to do with a hood. But that's what happens. We get in these situations and we start panicking, try to figure out everything that we can do while we're waiting for help. But we know help is on the way. So if you just sit there and do what you can, like, I have a blanket in my back seat. Literally, I keep 2 blankets in my car. So if I'm stranded on the side of the road, what I should be focusing on is what I can control. Cool. I'm going to bundle up, preserve my heat. As long as my car is running, I've got heat. I've got whatever. I'm also, if my battery is dead, I'm preserving my phone. So I'm going to not waste my time watching movies and stuff, draining my battery. I'm going to turn my battery into low battery mode. I'm going to see how far I am from like a gas station or something, just in case I need a flare, or if I need some gas, or whatever I can do to help. But trying to get up under the hood, I don't know what to do up under there. But that's what we do sometimes. That's what I've been doing, is doing all of this extra stuff that I know it's not going to help me. All it's doing is frustrating me even further. But the real problem is that I've asked God for help and I'm not waiting well. And I think that's why people start turning to these other things that turn into addictions, because they're uncomfortable with the wait. Maybe you're waiting for God to heal your broken heart. I know that hits somebody. I know somebody is watching this and they're like, why are you in my business, Chris? Listen, I get it. I get it. The whole last half of last year, I did not have on my bingo card having my heart broken through text message of all things. How embarrassing. How rude, actually, to have my heart broken by text message. Is nuts at this big age. But here we are, right? And for weeks, I was just trying to keep it together and pull it together. And I still showed up. I still showed up every day. But after them cameras went off, baby, I was in that bed over there crying my heart out. I just wanted anything to make the pain go away. But sometimes the weight is what forces us into these spaces that we don't belong. It forces us to eat our feelings because we just want something to change. But we have to learn how to sit in that discomfort and wait and allow God to comfort us in a way that may not be the instant gratification that we desire, but it's the most fulfilling, it's the most rewarding, because now that I allowed that process to happen, I'm able to talk to somebody and encourage them. And for whoever that is for, I just want to encourage you, it does get better. It does get better. It won't hurt as much if you just stay the course. I know it probably hurts right now, but you will get to a point where it will hurt less, where you won't think about that person as much. There was a time where I couldn't go a whole day without thinking about it and crying about it and feeling my feelings. Now I go several days and I just be like, what's his name? I don't even remember. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember many details. It took time though. I had to sit in it. I had to let myself experience the human emotion of heartbreak. And eventually, God not only healed my heart, but he also gave me something that I can share with other people. And that's the benefit of allowing God to help you through situations rather than turning to other things. Because when I turned to food and was eating my feelings while I was going through it, right? I gained 15 pounds, which was annoying because I've worked so hard to lose weight, but I didn't gain all of it in the last 6 months. It was over a year, but that's neither here nor there because your girl's face is back. Look at that jawline. Anyway, What else? I got a lot of migraines, probably from too much sugar. My sleep was disrupted because I was all hopped up on sugar, like a sugar head, all the things, right? But when I finally stopped doing that and started just leaning into asking God for help, and I would kind of breathe a little bit, I started feeling better. And I didn't deal with any of the other side effects. I wasn't spending any extra money that I didn't need to spend. I wasn't embarrassed at anything that it deposited for me. I started seeing things more clearly. I started gaining more wisdom. I started being able to help people more. And that always means more to me than anything else. The fact that I can share the heartbreak that I went through with you all and not tear up thinking about it because I am on the other side of it, and being able to encourage other people, that means the world to me. If there's one person who's listening who's just like, man, I've been going through a heartbreak and I just want the pain to go away. And if what I'm saying is helping you in this moment, worth it. I don't want to go through it again, but worth it. At least there's meaning to it, good meaning to it. So that's what I got from today, is just making sure that we are checking what we are leaning into to avoid the pain that is inevitable in the human experience. Does that resonate with anybody? Crystal in the chat, I didn't fall asleep before the live. Oh, good job. I tried to come on a little earlier. Tony is here. Is Tony here? Tony is going to be pissed. Oh, Tony is here. Oh, Tony, please be careful driving in the snow. Listen, be careful. Be careful. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, cool. I love y'all. I'm watching comfort show, basketball game. Listen, I'm glad that you're at peace. That's good. That's good. Oh, y'all looking at Lucille Ball? Yes, I love her. She's the OG. Come up with a word that's hilarious. Made my dinner. Oh, okay, that was interesting. Anyway, thank you. So Natalie, thank you so much. It hit you? Listen, okay? I'm catching up on all the things. Good. I'm glad. I'm really glad that this is helping. That makes it worth it for me. It really does. It makes it worth it for me. Where we pulling up at? Wait. I missed that. Londale. Jordan, you better stop telling these people this man is his name is Londale. I don't know nobody named Londale. Hilarious. Y'all see that line? Wait, what line? The cry line? Listen, I ain't gonna hold you though. Dude is on the East Coast, Jordan. You might not be too far away from him. But nah, I'll let that man live his life. Listen, at the end of the day, he got to live without access to me. And I think that's a far worse life experience than what I'm dealing with. But, you know, I'm biased because I think I'm dope. And, you know, he got to live without that. So that sucks for him, I guess. I don't know. But maybe he's happy. And I hope he is. I hope he has a full life. Just without me, you know. Listen, does your man have 3 hands? Oh, let me tell y'all something. Sugar free for real. It's a sugar fast. That's what we're doing. It's a link to the live. I really want to tell y'all something that made me laugh, but I feel like I'm going to be put in timeout with God if I tell y'all. So I'm not gonna give details. Let's just say this, right? Let's just say this. Y'all will not plot in my comment section. Hold on. Okay. Let me just say this. Okay. Let me say this. I've come to realize, y'all know I'm out here, I'm dating because I really want to be a wife and a mom. I'm trying to be, you know, trying to position myself. That means I got to go outside because apparently my husband is not going to be a burglar and break into my window. Okay, I was just checking to make sure that he didn't break in right when I said that, because the irony, that would be crazy. Anyway, so here's what I've discovered. I'll just say this, right? I am not as mature as I thought I was. I'm not as mature as I thought I was. Cause like my thing is, and I think I've said this before, but like I'm not mature enough to date somebody that I'm going to, that I'm a roast. Cause then like I've gotten too far over into the jokes that it just kind of comes out. Like I know I'm not disrespectful with it. Y'all even see that in my content. I don't get disrespectful, right? But like when somebody is close with you and they all up in your heart, you know what I'm saying? They have the power to get up under your skin. And if the person was able to do something that would piss me off, and then all of that excess humor starts bubbling up, then I'ma hurt his feelings. I'ma hurt his feelings. I'ma hurt his feelings. Don't be coming for me. Talk about so you just now figuring out you're not mature. Listen, okay? Listen. Oh, I love you so much too. Trippy dippy hippie. But yeah, so like I knew this for a while, but like so this guy had tried to talk to me. Ooh, and I looked at him, I was like, oh baby. Oh, sweet baby. You sweet human being, you. I can't do it. I can't do it because I'ma be oh, I'm not gonna put his business out there like that. But let's just say that he was I'm trying to figure out how I can say this. He was just I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at me. I'm laughing at myself. No, I can't do it. I'm laughing at myself. Listen, you've been married for 16 years, couldn't be less mature. Listen, because I already know I'm gonna be immature. Okay. Here's that it's not that. It's not that. It's more so he was just he was missing a few things. He was missing a lot of things. And I was just like, he seemed like a very sweet man. But I said to myself, I just know I'm going to say something crazy to you. Okay, I can say it like this. This is not the same thing, but my mentor's name is James Dixon. Wait, so Londale from the East Coast and your brother's on? We gonna have a talk about that. But no, listen. This man, okay, no, not this man. My mentor is James Dixon. If you've never heard of James Dixon, he is a wonderful motivational speaker. James was born with some medical issues, and he ended up having like, a gazillion surgeries before he turned like 8. And they ended up having to amputate one of his legs. So James is very comfortable in his disability. He's very comfortable. He makes jokes about it, especially with me all the time. So he has a prosthetic leg. And so like we joke, we run a dozens with each other. That's our love language. That's how we talk or whatever. So he literally will call me and be like, hey, Crystal, we need to have a chat and we need to go over some plans. Like we work together and stuff like that. And he's like, by the way, I saw the most recent video that you posted and like, you're really ashy. Like you need to invest in some lotion. Mind you, he the one be ashy. He's the one who put me in the clouds. That video that I posted where I was like, who done put me in the doggone clouds? It was him. So that's our relationship. We constantly going back and forth, right? So my joke to him, whenever he try to come at me, he'd be like, you ashy, you this, that, and the other. I say, I'm gonna steal your leg. And then where you gonna go? Huh? Where you gonna go then? You want to play games? I'm gonna steal your leg and I'm gonna hide it and watch you try to find it. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. It's a joke. It's a joke. So like, for that reason, right? There's just certain situations that I would not put myself in because I already know I'm not going to act right. Now, let's just say if I'm with somebody and something happened, I'm going to adapt. But if at the jump, like I don't even love you yet, and at the jump, you say something out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not mature enough to handle that kind of pressure. I would quite literally explode. So like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Bless his heart. It is. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Love him. I really do. I love him. Bless his heart. I really do. Love him. But it's a no for me, you know? It's a no for me. I mean, if someone gets your humor, it's not going to be a face plant. But I don't want to give this man's business out. Like I would never react to, y'all know how I be doing the reactions to the men's bios and stuff. I would never react to him because I don't want people to make fun of him. I don't want people like, and that's the thing, like it's not that I would intentionally make fun of him, but I had like 15 jokes come to mind as soon as he sent me a message. I was just like, nah, No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm setting us both up for failure. I really am. You just got to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to know yourself. And I know myself well. It's just like, for example, if somebody got one, like a wandering eye, like, you know, the eye that just be kind of going, love it. But like, I be confused. I be confused at who are you looking at? I don't know. And it's no disrespect. I love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of friends that have eyes that just be kind of going which ways. And I just be trying to pick up context clues. Cause like, I don't know if you looking at me or not. And I'm not trying to be rude, but the way, because I'm not as mature as I wish I was, I'm gonna laugh my way through it, because you could be looking at me, but you also looking over there at the same time. And so like, I'm looking at you and you talking, but you also looking over there. Who are you talking to? You got to use my name when you talk to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got to use my name, because I would be confused. Not a lazy eye like Forrest. His eye is just lazy. I'm talking about like cross-eyed or something. You know, I'm gonna be confused. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. Like, I would just be at a loss, because I don't know which way, who we looking at. Because then too, I like to people watch. So if I go out with my homegirl who eyes look both ways at the same time, that's actually a plus. Because if I'm people watching, I tell her to look, she could just say she was looking at me. This is why, like, all of these people that I'm describing, I have them in my life. I love them. I respect them. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But I just know there are some people who may be offended by that. And I'm like, I promise you I don't mean nothing by it. I really don't. I just genuinely be confused. You know what I'm saying? I just genuinely be confused. What would clear this up? Please tell me. Chris Ide is hilarious. Yeah. Appreciate that man seeing both sides of everything. Now, this is not the man that I was describing. I'm not telling y'all about that. Are you listening to me? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? No, for real. For real. Morpheus was on to something. For real. Like, I be a little lost. And that's why I try not to ask a whole lot of questions, because I don't want to be offensive, but I genuinely be confused. So usually my litmus test is I just don't say nothing. And then when they wink that one eye at me, dude, don't you hear me talking to you? Oh, my bad, fam. I didn't know. I was just confused. My bad. What you say again? You know what I'm saying? Because if I answer and then they turn their head a little bit, or they like, who are you talking? I wasn't even talking to you. Why are you in my business? My bad, fam. I was confused. I didn't know. Like, you got to give me a head nod or a signal or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. Beneath the red carpet. Listen, y'all gonna make me feel so good about the fact that I cried all my makeup off. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, it's the dating game has been very, very interesting for sure. Before I wrap up, do y'all want to hear a live take of y'all gotta let me know in the comments if y'all want to hear a live take of a profile that I just screenshot. I think I'm gonna react to it. Y'all can let me know if I should do a reaction. I thought it was really interesting. I sent it to my brother Mike. We're gonna be having another video come out next week, so be on the lookout for that. I sent it to Mike, and Mike was like, "Are you serious? Ew." And I was like, I wasn't actually, considering him. I just wanted to know what your information was, what your thoughts were. Okay. Tears would dodge eyeshadow. They did. They just didn't dodge my cheeks. Of course, yes, we do. We reacting this one with the whole squad. Okay. I'm about to read it to y'all. Y'all ready? This is what he said. This is his bio, by the way. He sent me this is his bio. I own a company that has become a $1 million company within its first year and ranked amongst the top 10% of best companies in America. I stated that to bring to your awareness that I am not debating, negotiated, or acting as if I have to win any of you over. I am what you dream of or talk about having. I run stuff. 36 years old, which means I'm ahead of time. Romantic, believe in chivalry, providing and protecting. I don't want to live in a hamster wheel with you. Big world. Big world. I would also like to point out the fact that those first two sentences with one minor grammatical error, he does pretty well with at least speaking, correct English. But then in the end, he's like skipping letters, abbreviating, and saying stuff that just does not make sense. Like, a la poubelle, which means in the garbage. Because, sir, you sound like a terrorist. You sound like a terror to be with. Like, what? Yes, Arthur, we made it through another week. Happy Friday. He sounds like he got a hefty sum from Shark Tank. He sounds like a butthole. He sounds like a butthole with dingleberries on it. That's what he sounds like. Let me go brush my teeth for this. It's hilarious. No, he sounds awful. He sounds like he would be just the worst type of person to be around. Imagine, man or woman, imagine going out on a date with somebody who is already leading with the fact that they feel like they're better than you. Ew. I don't care how cute you are. And he wasn't that cute. I don't care how cute you are. He sounds terrible. Yes, he sounds like musk. He sounds like armpits, sweaty armpits. He sounds like when you bite into a sandwich and the meat is bad. Like, ew, gross. Gross. He does have a complex. He does. So naturally, I said no, because ew. Yeah, ew. The dating world out here is interesting. It really does. I'm thinking about, it really is. I'm thinking about, I don't know if this would be mischievous or against the rules, but I am thinking, yes, that's gross. Your recent post about a bad kiss or a bad breath. Listen, if y'all have not seen that post, go vote if you would choose a bad kisser or somebody with bad breath. Me personally, I'm a great kisser. I know this because I wasn't having the sex when I was little, when I was younger, when I was a teenager, when I was a young adult. Like I wasn't having the sex. So all I did was kiss. I became a very good kisser, and I like good kissing. But I don't like bad kissing. But halitosis though, a good kisser with bad breath. I done been kissed by somebody whose breath was terrible. I walked away mad. I didn't know he was coming in for a kiss. He kissed me. It was a decent kiss. I ain't gonna lie. I was okay. But then I got in the car and I was like, ooh. He's never kissed me again, by the way. Never kissed me again. Gross. Yeah, I agree, Tony. That is crazy. His whole personality is his success. And my thing is, right, is success attractive? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Dakota. Is success attractive? It sure is. Am I attracted to ambition and success? Absolutely. I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. Of course I am. But that can't be your whole personality. And also success is subjective, right? And so if your whole personality is, I'm rich, so I'm better than you. And I feel like he said it just like that. I'm rich, so I'm better than you. I think you might want a boyfriend, and that's okay. You can have a boyfriend. I'm not him. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. My evening is going all right, Dakota. Thank you. How was yours? How you doing? Oh, back to the story. So the dude, his breath was hot. And I think he was just having an off day. I don't think, he didn't have bad BO. So I think he was just he just needed a piece of gum. But it left an impression. Because every time I think about it, I think about how I was like, ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. If you're going to be kissing on somebody, even if you're not the best kisser, make sure that breath is fresh. Or make sure both of y'all have the same level of breathness. And yes, I made that up. But just think, you go out to eat, y'all both had nachos and tacos with onions on them. Y'all both got onion breath. Or you went to an Italian restaurant, you had garlic. Y'all both got the same level of breathness. and you have a kiss goodnight, then you both got the same, you know. But if my breath smells like Listerine and your breath smells like, you know, I don't know, trash, like you've been munching on trash, that's not gonna be a good fit. Maybe for you, not for me. I feel like his mouth should have been like, oh, what is this? I need that in my own mouth. You know, like Listerine, mint. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. Maybe I'll be thinking too much into it. Yeah, that first impression, it stuck. It stuck. Like, that's what I think about whenever I think. And he be reaching out, when we gonna get together again? Did you brush your teeth today? Did you brush your teeth? Do you brush your teeth every day? Crazy work. Crazy work. Yeah, it's jarring. It is. It's very jarring for sure. Thank you. I believe it. I really do. I really do. Yes. And floss. Because people don't floss as much as they should. You got to floss. Get in between those teeth. Get in between the teeth and the cheeks with soap. Not the teeth, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you got to clean. We got crevices. We got crevices everywhere. Even skinny people got crevices. Take care of your hygiene. I just had to tell somebody, I hinted. Y'all want to know how you hint at something beforehand, before a first date. I like to ask the question, so are you a cologne person? Just to see what they say. And I'd be like, oh, because, you know, I'm a sucker for good smells. Because hopefully, like, wash your behind. But, like, don't drown me in cologne. But, like, wash your behind. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. 90% of bad breath is from the tongue. That's true. Brush your tongue. Floss, brush your tongue. All that. My mouth be smelling like Jolly Ranchers. You trying to find out his nuts. That is you came in hot and ready, like a Little Caesars pizza. Flossing adds years to your life because there's a lot of bacteria in between those teeth, for sure. When am I pulling back up in a Big Apple? I don't know yet. Hopefully soon. The Today Show needs to call me or something. But what I will be doing is in Chicago on February 19th. I don't know if I said this yesterday. February 19th, me and Mike are going to be hosting an event in Chicago in person talking about dating, relationships, and divorce. So if you're in the area, we're going to be releasing tickets very soon. Mark your calendars, February 19th. That's a Thursday. Hopefully the weather warmed up a little bit, but we're going to have a dope time. It's going to be great. So make sure that you check in for that. Hope he don't see this. He gonna realize his breath smell like what? Oh, I did not think about that. But the thing is, I ain't give no names and no identifiers. I didn't. And I didn't, because there was a very specific thing that he said to me. Y'all, nobody will know. He's probably nose blind to his own mouth. He probably don't even think his breath stink. He probably, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is? Some people gonna get offended by this, but you know what it is? It be the people that be smoking. They be smoking these leaves. I don't smoke. They be smoking these leaves, and it make your breath smell a certain kind of way. It do. It do. And like, I love you, but your breath stink. You guys to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? I dated a smoker once. He had the best oral hygiene. Hygiene in general. The man took like 15 showers a day. Not that many, but a lot. At least about 2-3 of them. And he would brush and floss before and after every meal, and if he, you know, would smoke, he would do that. So I never experienced the taste or smell of it, because it was he was clean with it, because I was like, I don't want to taste that. And this dude did not share that same sentiment. So yes, crazy work. Wide open is insane. Diabolical thing for you to say, Jordan, for sure. His name probably Cletus. That's not his name. You'd be surprised what his name is. I'm not telling his name, so don't try to guess, because I'm not doing it. Tobacco can make the whole body have the, yeah, it's not a good smell. It's not a good experience. And for somebody like, I'm a dainty little thing. I like flowers. I like to smell like flowers. The good kind, not the ones that smell like outside. You know what I'm saying? But floral. I like floral. But yeah, it's a non-starter. What's a gentle way to bring up or express the concern? Some of my favorite ways of bringing up or expressing a concern for BO, I'd be like, well, I'm bored. Let's put on deodorant. Is that not subtle? That's in my mind. Oh, I'm bored. Oh, what's up? Is that Aqua Queen? Thank you. Oh, I'm bored. Let's put on deodorant. Or one of my personal favorites, and here's why I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm very confident in my personal hygiene. Like, somebody literally sent me a message the other day. It was like, you look like you smell good. And I do. And I do. I do. I do not leave the house unless I'm smelling good. Unless I'm like, nah, I'm not leaving the house unless I'm smelling good. Like, I love to smell good. I put on perfume for myself before I go to bed because I just like to smell good. So I'll be the person be like, ooh, man, I'm feeling a little nervous. Like, I need to put on some deodorant. Let me just go ahead, just to be sure, just to be in case. You need some? That's how I do it. I'm gonna do myself. I'm gonna smell myself first. So that way it's not like I'm pointing it out at you. I'm like checking for myself. I'm gonna check myself first. Am I tripping with something? You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Personally. Thanks, Sachi. Appreciate it. Breath mint. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, Tony. You need to go to timeout, Tony. That's terrible. Listen. Cody will take me out somewhere. Listen, I like Cody. I'm gonna have to, that was the other thing I gotta catch y'all up on. So I reached out a second time to the second date winner, and he still has not responded. So he's about to forfeit his date. He's got 24 hours. He's about to forfeit his date. And then I'm going to pick somebody. I already have somebody in mind who I'm going to pick who submitted an application. I'm going to pick somebody if this man does not respond to the second date application. So we will see. He got 24 hours. Noteworthy. I'm going to have to check them out. Thank you, Shawnee. Okay. Chris giving a show interest before telling people to clean themselves. I'm just saying. I value people having a good experience. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't want to make people feel crazy, but like, I'm gonna do one of those. Oh, I smell good. My God. Woo, baby, I smell good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do one of those just to be sure. And then they reserve the right to be like, oh, is it me? Because most of the time that's what happened. But if they nose blind, and if they my friend, if they somebody that, you know, I care, I'll be like, oh, I think it might be coming from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just do that because don't be that friend that let somebody let your friend walk around with a booger in their nose. Don't do that. Tell your friend, hey, you got a bat in the cave. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friends, when we was teenagers, we used to have a signal that we would do if like one of us was on our monthly and we was nervous about, it showing. We do like a little signal, and that's when we knew it's time to go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, look out for your friends. If they got a booger in their nose, if they need a breath mint, you got some gum, it don't take nothing to be like, you want a piece? Or don't even give them the option. Have a piece of gum. And don't break eye contact. That's how they know. It's like, oh, have a piece of gum. Oh, dang, I should have a piece of gum? Yes, you should. You should. Because then thank you, good looking out. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. You know what? Y'all are done. Leave that lady alone. Hopefully she got the message though. That's kind of gross. That's really gross. I'm not dealing with that. Thank God I'm not dealing with that because I'd be passed out somewhere. All right, y'all. Exactly. We keep extras in the purse because we're not leaving no child left behind. You know what I'm saying? Except for the ones that want to be left behind. Because if you just want to, I don't have to be behind with you. I'm a head on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Harriet Tubman. You either be quiet and come on or you stay back. Because I'm getting out of here one way or another. With or without you, I'm getting out of here. And if you trying to stay in the stank of the South, I can't help you. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, all right, y'all. I'm about to go because I need to eat some food so I can take some headache medicine. I love y'all very much. Thank you for tuning in. You're amazing. I'll be back tomorrow. I will probably be back tomorrow afternoon. It might be evening for some of y'all on the East Coast. But because I have a busy evening. Lots of people's birthdays apparently tomorrow. So I've got like 3 parties to hit up. Chris gonna be outside tomorrow. I'm gonna socialize. Y'all pray for me. Okay. But I'll be back tomorrow, and we will chop it up and go over the devotion of the day. I love you. I'm rooting for you. Have a wonderful evening. Get some good rest, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.